Dr. Tiff.
And I'm Dr. Maiyanne.
We're from Pets On Tapp.
And we're here with Buddy Bites. Today, we're here to talk to you about how often you should be feeding your dog.
So, there's no real hard and fast rule about this, but there are a couple of things we should be considering. Number 1, the age of your dog. Number 2, the breed of your dog. Number 3, the medical conditions your dog may be suffering from. And number 4, the lifestyle of the owner.
Okay, Dr. Tiffany, you mentioned age. Why is this so important?
So the age of the dog is important because younger dogs may not have the reserves to be able to sustain a long period between meals. In puppies younger than 5 months of age, we actually recommend multiple feeds per day, usually around 3.
And what about breed? How does this translate?
So again, your toy breeds or smaller breeds might require more frequent feeding, whereas your large breed might benefit from once or twice a day feeding.
Some patients, you said, may have pre-existing medical conditions. Again, how would that affect how you're feeding them?
So some animals who suffer from hormonal conditions like diabetes benefit from fixed meal times twice a day with their insulin shots. Other animals that might have pancreatic problems require gradual feeding throughout the day.
And lastly, you said lifestyle of the owner. How does that affect?
Well, this is probably the most important one because if an owner is not home to actually feed 4 or 5 meals a day, it's not going to work. So we need to find a balance between what the dog needs and what the owner can actually offer.
Okay, Dr. Tiffany, a common question that I get in consultations is, can I just feed my dog everything in the morning and they just eat as they go?
So some dogs actually you can feed like this. Those dogs are ones who are grazers. They come and have one piece of kibble, go away, come back later. However, feeding throughout the day does pose some challenges. Firstly, some dogs just don't have an off switch and they'll happily consume the whole daily ration in the morning. Secondly, in a multi-pet household, it becomes really challenging to control who's eating what. And you always find there's at least one glutton who eats everybody else's food, which can lead to obesity. And the last thing you should really consider is safety. If you're feeding a fresh or canned food and you're leaving it out the whole day in a hot environment, it can actually lead to growth of bacteria and molds.
Okay, let's hear from Tiff's top tips about feeding your pet.
The first one is to stick to set meal times. Dogs are creatures of habit and will benefit from this. Number 2, observe your dog during meal times and get a good feel of what's normal. This is the first thing to change when an animal is experiencing health problems. And number 3, make sure you chat to your vet about feeding your dog, what to feed, how to feed, and when to feed. The person who's going to know your dog's nutritional requirements the best.